Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Been quite a week. It's been a busy week at work. As a result, though, I feel like it went by pretty quickly, so that's good. You know how I've been saying these past few streams how much I wanted pizza? Well, I had a frozen pizza today, and it was fine. I didn't cook it right. I did a bad job, so that's my fault. But I did it, so now that craving is satisfied for at least a few hours. We'll see. Okay. Today we are doing what I did last year on this exact day, which is rank all of the games I've played on stream in the past year. Excuse me. Um, Now there are a few less games. Last year there were 86 games. This year there are 37. But that's fine. The stream doesn't have to go on for 5 hours then. So a couple of reasons for that. One is that, well, I got a job. I got a full-time job and I haven't been streaming as much. Although I have been streaming more recently. But in the past year, there's been a drop in the amount of streams compared to the year before. And also a lot of the streams were Dead by Daylight. I was really into Dead by Daylight last year. It's most of what I played. And so um, that took up time from playing other games. Kind of funny, if you look at, I'm looking at the list of games right now, and a lot of like the second half of the games were very recent. That's kind of funny. Okay. Also, I should note that there are some games that I played this year that I also played last year that I did not include. However, there are games that I played last year and also this year that I did include. But I have my reasons for including or not including those games. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. Should we just get into it? I'm not going to do meme review this stream. I'll probably do meme review tomorrow, maybe. I will likely stream tomorrow. Add another game to the list to rank next year. Okay. I guess do we just jump right into it? I don't know. Sure, I guess. Why not? Got my scene set up here. Got my tier list. The tier list is a bit different from most other tier lists. Recently, I used to see a lot of tier lists with an E tier. I don't see as many of those anymore, though. Usually nowadays, I just see S, A, B, C, D. But I actually like having an even number of tiers because that means I can't cop out by putting any right in the middle. I have to pick top half or bottom half. And also, it just doesn't feel right to not have an F tier. Like, why does everyone's tier list have D as the lowest? Have F. F is a grade 2. I don't know. Any other things I should explain? Well, I'm sure I'll think of them as we go through them. Yeah, this is going to be a very talky stream discussing these games and my thoughts on them. It should be noted, I guess, that not all of these games are games that I played all the way through. Some of them are, and some of them are games that I only played for like half an hour. That's a thing that may happen. I do that summer games stream the past couple years where I try out a bunch of games and I play them from like half an hour to an hour at a time. And those are going to be ranked here as well, and not all games necessarily have the strongest first half hour, even if they're really good later. Also, not all games are necessarily best for streaming. I played Civ 6 on stream last weekend, I think it was, when I was trying out games on my new computer. And although I have played Civ 5 a lot in the past and really enjoyed it, playing Civ 6 on stream, it's just not a good stream game. It's not a good stream game. So that may, the aspect of me streaming it may have affected my enjoyment of it, and yeah, so that's one thing to keep in mind as well. Okay, and also I'm biased because I have biases. I mean, there are some games I like, some types of games I like, other types of games I don't like, and that this is not like meant to be objective list. This is my personal opinion. So I mean, I feel like that should be obvious, but okay, I feel like I've ranted enough about that. But all right, let's get into it. Okay, the first one is a game we all know and love. We all know and love. That game, whoops, if I can do this, is Dead by Daylight. So Dead by Daylight has kind of been my mainstream game for the past year. I believe in the last tier list I ranked it an A, and this is one of those games that I figure, because it is a live service game that continues to change, get new content, that it made sense to re-rank it. Now, I do think I actually don't know all the content that came out in the past year for DBD. There was The Night, which was a bit of a dud. That was the most recent DLC. Was not super well received. Although there was also Resident Evil Project W with Wesker and Ada and Rebecca that was quite well received. And there were also some changes to the game. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, there was the balance change that made the game more killer-sided. Ooh, they gutted a bunch of the meta perks. What else? We got the PTB for that, like, Mori change, although that hasn't been implemented, at least not yet. What else? Oh, I had something in mind, but I forgot what it was. Shoot. Oh, we just got those solo queue icons, which are the best thing ever. I feel like I'm gonna keep it exactly where I put it last time, which is at an A. So yeah. I have not played as much DBD recently, but that happens, I kind of fall in and out. I have periods where I play it 24/7 and periods where I hardly play it. It just happens, But yeah, there was just a teaser trailer for the next killer that just came out today. And it looks like it's going to be some kind of cyborg or something. Some kind of cyborg situation. Which seems pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what that's all about. But yeah. But yeah, still an A tier, I would say. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Ooh, okay, we're already getting into one that I am not sure how I'm going to rank. This is going to be a bit of a tricky one for me. Whoops. Okay. Inscryption Casey's mod. So, I ranked Inscryption S tier last year. Inscryption Casey's mod is a mode in Inscryption that makes the game into a full-on Slay the Spire-like roguelike, which a portion of the main story game already was, but this, like, expands that into its full own thing, and adds a lot of cards, and so I guess there's a new boss, although I didn't finish it. After doing an entire stream of this game, making no progress whatsoever, I have not played it since. I did 4 streams of it, and I got pretty close to the end. I think I was expecting to beat it in that stream, and then I ended up making no progress whatsoever. I mean, this is tough, honestly. I really like it. I really do. And if I wasn't playing it on stream, I might have actually finished it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I just did a whole stream making no progress. Do I want to really commit another stream to this and maybe make no progress again? Whereas if I was playing it on my own, I might have just been like, all right, I'll throw it on, play it for 10 minutes, whatever, you know? I mean, it's really good. It's really good. It's certainly not going anywhere lower than A. My decision here is whether I want to put it in S tier. And I'm not sure that I do, but I might be being unfair to it just because of that stream, of the 4th stream of it. And this was also like the first new thing I played since after the last tier list stream. So it's possible that because it was so long ago, maybe I'm not thinking of it as highly as I would have at the time. It's hard to say for sure. It is real good though. I'm a bit tempted to put it in S. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna put an A for now. I'll put an A for now, and then maybe we'll move it. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, spoiler alert. Speaking of S tier, where is it? There it is, baby. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Man, I was so surprised. I was so pleasantly surprised and hyped when this game was announced at the 2018 Game Awards. And it took 3 years. Wait, did it come out 2020? What year is it? Wait, it came out. So, it took like 3.5 years basically to come out. And it was originally supposed to come out the year after it was announced. And it kept getting delayed and whatever. The wait was worth it though. I mean, God, this game's great. Love Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable is just it's a must play. Everyone's got to play this game. I used to think that like if I had to show someone a game who wasn't a gamer, it would be Stanley Parable. Which might still be true, but on the other hand, Stanley Parable relies on a lot of video game meta humor. Not necessarily specific references, but sort of overall game industry knowledge, I suppose. So maybe that's not the case. But it is, man. It's great. I really appreciated, too, how the Ultra Deluxe content was, like, its own story as well. It wasn't just, like, a bunch of new endings. There was, like, a through line and an ending to it, which was pretty cool. And it was all very funny and very fun and a good time. Yeah. I mean S tier. S tier. Easy S. Easy S tier. No question about that. No question about it. If you question it, you're wrong. You hear me? You're wrong. I'm very interested to see what's his name? The guy who made Stanley Parable. I mean, there were multiple people who made Stanley Parable, but like, you know, the guy, the writer. He made the beginner's guide What the fuck is his name? Oh my god. I remember the other guy's name. It was like William Pugh or something. Davey Wreden, that's what it is. Davey Wreden. I know he's like working on another game, and so I'm stoked to see what that's about. Because man, his Stanley Parable and Beginner's Guide are both absolute bangers. So I'm sure anything he does, I'm looking forward to. Same with Crows, kind of. I haven't delved into Accounting Plus, but I did play Dr. Langeskov, which was great, and I would recommend that as well. Okay. What's next? Okay. Maybe a bit of a controversial one here. Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. I think I gave Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 A tier. And this was even better, so S tier. No. It was better though. Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. I've said that I'm not a big fan of the Mommy Longlegs design. I think it's mostly her mouth. She just has like a plain mouth. I don't know what I expected, but she just, I don't know. The mouth bothers me. The rest of her is cool. It's just that Huggy Wuggy is such, like, they fucking nailed it with that design. It's such a good design. That I was like, okay, like, Mommy Longlegs is cool, but not as good in comparison. The rest of the game, though, it was much longer than Chapter 1. Enough to fill a whole stream. The concept of the chapter is really cool, where you're going around playing these games. You got the Wacka-Wuggy game. You got the Musical Melodies game, which is awesome. You got the Pug-a-Pillar game, which was janky, but also kind of fun. Yeah, good use of the hands. That's one thing that I really like about how Poppy Playtime is the hands, the grab pack. I don't know, it just feels like so many indie horror games are just, they don't really have an idea, like a gameplay idea. They're just like, you're in a room, here's some monsters and some things happening, and you go, and that's the game. Whereas Poppy Playtime, I feel like, has a core gameplay mechanic that it is designed off of. Now, does it execute on that perfectly all the time? Not necessarily. I think it's kind of weird that you still interact with some things with the E key, despite having the grab pack. I feel like you should interact with everything with the grab pack if you're going to have the grab pack in your game. I mean, how many times have you seen a streamer play Chapter 2 and they try to open the door at the beginning with the grab pack? I've seen, like, and that's totally fair. Those are your hands. But no, you actually just walk up to the door and press E. And it takes some people a while to figure that out. And I think that's not their fault. I think that the game should be designed around the grab pack more than it already is. Anywho, man, do I want to put an A though? I'm looking at this A tier and it's like really strong now, so I'm like, man, is it on the same level as Dead by Daylight and Casey's mod? Ooh, I don't know. I might have to, even though I think that Chapter 2 is better than Chapter 1, I might have to give Chapter 2 a B. I look forward to Chapter 3 coming out eventually. Damn, do I really want to give this a B? Fuck. Oh, it was so fun. The Musical Melodies game I love. I love when it just randomly introduces a new color and then a new symbol, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Love the Musical Melodies game. Is like maybe the best moment in Poppy Playtime so far. You got some clever chase sequences in this chapter as well. The ending's cool and intriguing. This is tough, man. This is tough. I'm already like, ooh. I'm gonna put what's her name? Mommy Longlegs. I'm gonna put her in B tier for now, and we'll see. We'll see. But A tier is just looking too strong right now for me to feel comfortable putting Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 up there. You know? Okay. What's next? Ooh, this one. Ooh. Ooh. This is gonna be a hard one to rank too. This is another, like, maybe S tier, honestly. Where is it? Here it is. I found it. The Ib remake. Oh man, I gave Ib, I'm pretty sure I gave Ib an A. When I played the original last year. This year I played the remake. The remake came out and I played it, and it's great. You know, I would say a necessary upgrade for modern systems. Is it on consoles? I don't know. If it isn't, it should be. Put it on Switch. I don't even play my Switch anymore, and I'll buy a physical copy for Switch maybe. They got merch now, which is cool. But anyway, this remake, it's more than just a technical upgrade though. It actually changed quite a few puzzles, added some new stuff, which was really fun for me as someone who had already played the original like 2 or 3 times. To revisit it and get new stuff. At the core, it was very much the same though, and they had a lot of the same. It was mostly the same, but this is another one where I'm like, maybe I should put this in S tier, but I don't know. S tier? Does Ib remake deserve S tier? That's tough, man. Oof. I don't think so. No, I'm putting it in A. I'm putting it in A for now. I mean, A tier is looking different though from last year. Like right now, it's like these are borderline S tier games, right? So yeah, a little different from last year where A tier was like good. Now B is like good and A is great. So that's how this tier list is shaping out to be. Yeah, I love Ib though. Ib is my favorite RPG Maker horror game. For sure. And I've played a few at this point, and I still maintain that Ib is the best one. Although I still have many more to play. And I do plan on doing that on stream in the future. Okay. Ooh, god damn it! Another really good one. When do we get to the bad games? When do I get to put something in F? Oh, we'll get there. We'll get to F. We'll get to F games. Where is it? The fuck? Oh, it's at the top. Here it is. I actually don't know how I'm gonna rank this one. Neon White. So I did one stream of Neon White, but then continued to play it on my own. I haven't finished it, to be fair. Figure I should give that disclaimer. What I have played so far, though, I absolutely love. This was from the creator of Tattletale, as well as Donut County, and some other stuff. I think he was involved with Edith Finch and was that one guy? I must say Black Swan, but that's a movie. Unfinished Swan, The Unfinished Swan, which I played. I think I ranked that last year. Neon White is a it kind of has fun with trying to describe itself because it's a hard game to describe. It is a speedrunning card based parkour game where you have to race through these levels by picking up these cards that give you movement options but are also guns to kill things. And you are a neon, which means that you like should be in hell, but instead you have a chance to be in heaven, but you have to win a tournament or something like that. It very much invokes Dreamcast era vibes, which is definitely intentional. So that's a lot of fun. It's very anime, super anime. The main character is voiced by the voice of Cowboy Bebop, I believe, which is pretty cool. I've not seen Cowboy Bebop. I've not seen Cowboy Bebop. Bebop Beep. But it is a legendary anime. Love Neon Violet also. I might have to put it in S tier just for Neon Violet. So maybe I'll have a separate entry for that. So Neon White can go in some other tier, and then Neon Violet will go in S tier. If they make a spin-off for just Neon Violet, that'll, I think, by default need to go in S tier. Because I'm a Neon Violet simp. Each of the neons has a color, and that's their identity. Yeah, really, really fun game. A tier. A tier. Not S tier, but a solid A tier. I don't know why I'm making things small already. I haven't even filled up yet. Okay. What do we got next? Okay. So this is a game that another game I haven't finished yet, but I really should probably. And that's, whoops, goodbye Neon White. Firewatch. So Firewatch is a sort of first-person walking simulator, narrative-driven game about a park ranger. I mean, that's right in saying that. You're a park ranger, and you're the Firewatch because you watch out for fires, make sure people aren't starting fires or whatever. And it has a kind of sad backstory, tragic backstory. And I didn't really get far enough in it to really say much about, like, I don't know. I feel like, given that this game is entirely about the story, and I haven't finished it, it's kind of hard to judge it. I do remember I remember thinking it was good when I was playing it, though. This is a tough one for me to rank as well, because I lack information. I feel like I can't make an informed decision. But I have to. Do I really want to put this in C, though? Do I really want to do that to it? I don't think it's fair to give it a C. I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. Although that may move down to C later. We'll see. We'll see. It's a pretty game for sure. Alright, yeah, so this is the beginning of my my summer game stream games. So the next like 9 games are all games I played during that stream, meaning I didn't play them for very long. Okay. Next we have Mortal Kombat 11. Oh man. I used to be a big Mortal Kombat fan. I remember playing Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe at a friend's house. That was what got me started. And then at some point, MK9, the one that was just called Mortal Kombat, came out. And I played that as well. And I was really, I wasn't like good at it, but I enjoyed the characters and some of the story, and mainly the characters. The characters are the main thing, and the gore, of course. Mortal Kombat has a charm to it. It has a certain charm to it that's really cool and appealing. I don't know. Um, Even though I am not really into Mortal Kombat, like playing Mortal Kombat these days, I was still very hyped for MK11, and I will be very hyped when the next Mortal Kombat is announced. And actually, has it already been announced? It might have already been announced. I don't remember. But I love the character reveals and seeing the new fatalities and everything. I like the hype surrounding Mortal Kombat, even though I don't really play the games now because I'm not a fighting game guy. I love ARMS. Smash is, I think, one of the better ones, even if I don't really enjoy playing it anymore that much. A lot of fighting games. The thing that bothers me about a lot of fighting games is the memorizing of the combos. You know. Adam says, I would say A. I would not say A. Yeah, it's just, I don't think... I just don't like that style of fighting game. I prefer the Smash or the ARMS approach of... The mechanics are relatively simple, but have a surprising amount of depth to them, rather than needing to like study in order to play the game. I don't know. I'm tempted. I don't know what to put this in, because the thing is I just don't really enjoy play. Ever try For Honor? No, I have not. Maybe I'll have to. It's. Well, going a little For Honor tangent for a second. It's funny. I assumed that For Honor kind of died. I thought it came out and people played it for like a year and then it died. I didn't realize it still had like an active community. Maybe I'll have to try it out though. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. Damn, this is tough. I think I'm gonna have to put in C tier because, like, I mean, I have a soft spot in my heart for the Mortal Kombat franchise. But considering I don't really enjoy playing the games that much anymore, I don't think I can give it B. I think I've got to give it C. I'm going to put in C. Other fighting games would probably be even lower. But it's just, Mortal Kombat has a certain charm to it that I love. I'm going to put it in C. Okay. Ooh. Would you like to save it? Sure, I can save it. Not enough RAM? What do you mean not enough RAM? Not enough RAM. Okay, anyway. What's this saying? Okay, next game. So this one is interesting. This is a game that I only played a little bit of, a little less than an hour of during the summer game stream. But I actually, like, yesterday or the day before? No, yesterday. Yesterday I played it again for like another hour or so. Doom 2016 specifically. Doom 2016. It's a lot of fun. I'm not, like, I don't know if it's just because I played an hour of this game and then played another hour of it like months later and I just kind of forgot everything. The lore is not quite pulling me in yet, but it's a really fun shooter. I'm having a good time with that. I could see it maybe getting a bit repetitive, but it's a lot of fun running around and shooting stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna put in S tier. It's not gonna go in S tier. I'm thinking about A tier. It's all about the soundtrack. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna move. I mean, where can I put the chat? That's gonna be better. Hold on, let me do something. Why is it tiny? Transform screen. Move you up. There we go. That's a better place for the chat for now than down there. The soundtrack, huh? I mean, it's got a good soundtrack. I don't often think of the soundtrack that much when it comes to games, unless it really stands out. I don't know if Doom really. I don't know. I wasn't playing Doom thinking like, man, this soundtrack is great. But maybe I'm not paying enough attention. I don't even know if I'm gonna put it in A. I'm gonna put it in B, to be honest with you. Again, I'm only like an hour and a half into the game. So maybe after more time, I'll have a more positive opinion about it. And I do like it. I do think it's... I can't put it in B, though. Can I? Can I put it in B? Am I legally allowed to put Doom in B? I don't know. I feel comfortable putting it next to Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, but I don't know if I feel comfortable putting it next to Firewatch. Hey, Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 was pretty good, okay? In my opinion. I think it was good. So I might actually move Firewatch down. I don't know. Putting Firewatch in C also feels sacrilegious. But I just haven't played much of that either, so I don't really have a high opinion of it yet anyway. I don't know if I'll even finish it. Okay. Why are there so many saving things? Why am I... What is going on? Why is it saving so many times? Stop it. Go away. Hold on, I might have to... Oh, did I just stop the stream? Oh, I thought I accidentally hit the stop stream button. Hold on, I'm gonna do some real quick. Wait, why is this doing this? Why is this being like this? I don't want to close it because I'm worried it'll undo everything I did. And that would be really annoying. What was the game in S? Oh, it's the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. What is with this program doing what it's doing? You know, I'm just gonna close it. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna reopen it, and if we lose everything, then I'll just put it back. Easy peasy. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. No. Wait. No way. Did I just mess up big time? Oh, no. That's not good. Wait, no. Wait, what do I do about this? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. It's telling me the file's empty. That's not good. That's not good. That's bad. God damn it. Is there anything I can do about that? I don't think so. Wait. Fuck. Now my dog's whining. Man. Oh, no. Control Z. Undo. Undo everything. Oh, shit. How does that happen? Wow, this really, oof. Where would I put BioShock? Ooh, the original Ooh. I mean, A or S tier. I don't know. Maybe S. I don't know. Bioshock Infinite, I'd probably put S tier personally. The original Bioshock? I'm one of those weird people that likes Infinite more. Hi, Grover. How you doing? Grover, shut up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wow, this is... Wow. Don't worry, we'll get this all sorted out. Everything will be fine. Oh, that's terrible, actually. What is going on? Grover, I'm gonna need you to stop. What are you whining about, Grover? Chill out. Chill out. I got enough problems right now. Without you whining. Oh, all the fucking things, though. All the things, though. Well, this will teach me to make a copy of it next time. Sorry, I'm grabbing logos right now. Which means I'm gonna have to, which I did. Have I played Fallout New Vegas? I've started it. I haven't played much of it though. God, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe I messed that up. Actually, I have an idea. Big brain idea. Big brain idea. Okay, I'm taking screenshots of my own stream right now, and I'm just inserting them in the tier list. Now that does mean that I've still lost all of the logos that I had prepared, so we'll just have to grab logos on the fly for the rest of the stream. Which is awesome. Love that. Love it when things go wrong. Isn't that just the coolest? I love that. God damn it. Okay. Alright. Cool. And we're back. If they look lower resolution, don't worry about it. It's fine. What are you worried about it or something? Hold on, let me do something. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, that's that. Alright, next game. Next game. Wait, was I finished deciding if Doom goes in B? Would Doom go in B? Yes. I'm keeping it in B for now. Okay. So next game is another game that I played during the Summer Games stream. It's a little game called Frostpunk. You'd say A? Fair enough. I have not played the whole game, so a little disclaimer. So Frostpunk is a... what do you even call... it's like a city builder, but it's in like... it takes place in very snowy conditions. So there's challenges that are unique to that. Kind of neat. This is another one of those games that, A, I didn't play very much, so it's hard to have a strong opinion on it. But also, it's not a very good game to stream. It's a slow, like, city builder, like, management type game. So it's hard, it's not like I was on stream being like, wow, this is so much fun. But if I had played it on my own time, I might have. I don't know. I'm tempted to put it in C, honestly. I have to put it in C. I'm gonna throw it in C. I'm gonna put it in C. All right. Okay. Next up. Ooh, okay. This game. Right. Okay. This is a little game called... there it is. You can't read that? What's wrong with you? You blind? Can't read it? What's up? Mafia. Called Mafia. We played specifically the remastered version, whatever. And it was honestly pretty fun. I didn't continue it after that. It wasn't that fun. But I had a good time with it. B. I'm honestly also thinking B. I had more fun with it than I expected, but it didn't like blow me away either. I think B. I think B's perfectly reasonable. I agree with B. Yeah. Kind of like it's like GTA, but olden days. But not olden days. Not so olden days that it's Red Dead Redemption. It's somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. Okay. Ooh, this game. Okay. God Eater 3. So, this game is kind of like Monster Hunter. It is a game where you get to pick your weapons and your armor and stuff, and then you go to a zone to defeat a creature. It's very Monster Hunter-like, but it's more anime and more futuristic. And personally, I enjoy it more than Monster Hunter. I've never been a huge Monster Hunter fan personally. But this one I enjoyed a lot more. Again, not enough that I'm like playing it all the time. But it is fun. This might be another B. Maybe another B from me. Nah, maybe C. Oh, I don't know now. I don't know. Again, this is another one where it's like I didn't play it for that long, so it's hard to have a strong opinion about it. But based on my impressions, I'll give it a B. A lot of things in B right now. Hopefully we'll get some more amazing games or some more shitty games soon. Okay, well here's a game that probably is not getting a B from me. Barotrauma. So this is a game that was requested by our good friend Matthew, who was a mod in my chat and the Discord. I played this during the summer game stream again for like half an hour to an hour or whatever. And honestly, I was like kind of bored. I don't know. It's one of the, again, it's another one of those games that maybe I would have had fun with it if I was playing it on my own time, but it didn't make for a very good stream game. And a lot of times, if I feel like it's boring for stream, then I get bored as well. So I mean, I don't think I could put it as low as D. I don't feel that strongly about it. I think I'm gonna put it in C. Feel like it makes sense in C. Although maybe maybe it should be in D. Nah, I just don't feel strong enough about it to give it D. But maybe I'll move it to D later. We'll see. Things can change, you know. But it's like a survival game. On a submarine or something. But it's like 2D, so it's kind of like I don't know, like Fallout Shelter. I haven't played Fallout Shelter, but I imagine it's similar. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, here's a good game. Ender Lilies. Quietus of the Nights. So this is a game that my friend Jude absolutely loves. Yeah, he 100%ed this game and everything. I think he looked into speedrunning it. I don't know if he ever actually did. I don't think so, but this game is, when I played it, I was very much like, oh, this is just a Hollow Knight ripoff, basically. I don't know if it quite is. I think this game has linear levels, which is Hollow Knight is like open world. But it's a very similar kind of vibe, and the gameplay is very similar as well. That being said, that doesn't stop it from being a good game. I mean, it is, again, this is one that I did not finish, but it left a very positive impression on me. It was fun. I would definitely, I haven't continued it since then, but I would definitely think about it. I don't know where to put this now. I don't know where to put this. I feel like I'm being too kind with some of these. Or maybe I'm not being kind enough with some of the A tier ones. I don't know. C? No. It's at least B. But I like it a lot more than God Eater and Mafia and Firewatch. So now I'm wondering if I should knock some of these down. You know? Like maybe I should take Borrow Trauma, put it down here. Maybe I should take Firewatch, Mafia, and God Eater 3, move them down to C. And move Ender Lilies up to B. Or at least Firewatch and Mafia. Well, at least Mafia. Move you down to C. Firewatch and God Eater can stay in B, I think. And I'll keep Ender Lilies in B. Okay, we're gonna have to start making things smaller to fit things. Must be rasterized. Shut up. What do you mean? Doom. Ender Lilies. God Eater 3. Firewatch looks so boring. I don't know. I don't think it's that. I don't know. I think it's maybe overrated. I think people freak out about it more than they should, maybe, but it's not bad. by no means bad. Okay. Feeling good about this placement right now, I think. All right. Okay, this one. This is another game that Jude really likes, and I had some fun with, but is also not necessarily my kind of game. What the fuck? What just happened? Okay. Never mind. What's going on? Hold on. Image. The game is Valhalla. Cyberpunk bartending game. It is a visual novel, essentially, where you are a bartender in a cyberpunk world, and you have to make drinks. And the dialogue was funny and everything. Although I'm just not a visual novel guy. I was able to enjoy it for what it is, and I could appreciate what was good about it. The characters were fun, the dialogue was fun, but it's just not really my kind of game, and I'll probably never play it again. I could not put it any lower than C though, so I think I'm gonna put it in C. I think that's where it's going. The bartending gameplay itself was like fine. I don't know. It's not really meant to be a challenging or incredibly involved thing. It's just, I like games like that, very chill. That's fair. I like my chill games to not require a lot of attention. I like when I can watch a YouTube video on my other monitor while playing the chill game. Whereas Valhalla is kind of this, it's kind of awkward for me because it's like, I don't want a chill game that I have to actively pay attention to. Maybe that's weird. That's just a weird quirk about me, but I like my relaxing games to not be very story heavy, I guess, is what I'm saying. And I'm just not a visual novel guy in general. I don't like reading. I don't know. When I play a game, I like to play a game. Anywho. Okay, this game. This game, little game you might have heard of. It's called Raft. It is a survival game. I don't know, man. Every time I play a survival game like this, I'm just like, I could be playing Minecraft right now. And Minecraft is just, it's one of my favorite games. Maybe my favorite game ever. And it's just, Minecraft is just better than all of them. in every way. Why do other survival games exist when Minecraft exists? Seriously. I said that it's the same thing about Subnautica. It's like, yeah, I could build an underwater base in Subnautica, or I could build an underwater base in Minecraft, where I have more freedom and control over anything. Loyal playing Minecraft right now? Yeah, man, Minecraft rules. Playing Minecraft with watching a stream on the side, that's love that. Love that for you. However, I'm not going to say like the game is bad. So again, it's another one where I'm like, I don't think I could put it any lower than a C. So I'll plop it here in C tier for now. Am I liking this placement? I think so. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess maybe I should explain a little bit about Raft. So it's a survival game where you are on a raft and you have to collect trash and stuff from the surrounding ocean in order to build out your raft and also survive. And you come across islands and stuff that you can find resources on too. But for the most part, you are on this floating raft. It's almost like Minecraft Skyblock in a way, except not really. But it's not Minecraft, so it's worse by default. Okay. Okay. Here's a game I actually quite like. It's another... Damn it. Oh, there it is. Okay, hi. It's another RPG Maker horror game. Just like Ebe. It's called The Witch's House MV. MV is like, this is the remastered version or whatever. Or the remake, whatever it is. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. It's probably my second favorite after Ebe. I liked it more than Mad Father. I liked it more than Ao Oni. There was just something, it had a certain charm to it. I like when it leaned in. I liked the deaths. I liked the clever and fun deaths, like at the beginning when you can have the walls close in on you. Like you get smushed and then the walls start to separate again and you see like the gory body like being peeled apart. Like, it just, I don't know, it leaned into like the campy, fun, violent side of horror, which I appreciated. So yeah, this is either an A or a B for me. Man, I don't know how I feel about some of the placement I have here. I don't know, like, are Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 and Ender Lilies on the same level as these other games? I mean, Doom is, I'm fine putting there, but like, Firewatch? I don't know about God Eater 3 either. I don't know. I mean, honestly, all of these A tier ones could be S tier. Like, they're this is like the borderline S tier tier. A or B? A or B? A or B? I feel like I have to put it on the same level as Poppy Playtime for some reason. So I'm like, do I move Poppy Playtime up or do I move not DBD? Yeah, I mean, maybe not DBD. But the other three, I would feel fine putting them in S tier, but I don't really want to put them in S tier. This is tough, man. A. I'm gonna put it in A. Yeah. I feel good about putting Witch's House MV in A. Okay. Okay, I just looked at the next game. This will be an interesting game to rank here. So I played this. I did a birthday stream. I did a stream on my birthday, which happens to be close to the anniversary of this game, which is why I played it during that stream. Hello? FNAF 1. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. A tier. Man. I think people forget because Five Nights at Freddy's has gone so off the rails at this point with the book series. I mean, the book series, I like the book series personally, but like the new game was not good. People forget that like the first one really was great when it came out. It really was like really clever and interesting and like revolutionary, I think. And like since it became a big, massive, successful franchise with all these characters and merchandise, it's very easy to look at it in a different light. But when the first one came out, man, and I'm still a FNAF fan, but when the first one came out, it was like really, it was such a gem. It was such a gem, I think. I think it's gotta be A tier. Maybe it even should be S tier. I don't know. But I'm gonna put it, keep it an A for now. We'll see. The original FNAF is great though. Now going back to it now is like, you're not gonna get the same experience. But when it came out, it was special. Okay. Now here's a game. Here's a game. This is technically a video game. So it's close, but it is technically a game. So it does qualify. Pop Goes Arcade. This is a FNAF related game. Have I ever watched Walton Files? Yes, I have. Walton Files is pretty cool. Pop Goes Arcade is a teaser for the next Pop Goes, as I understand it. It's a teaser for Pop Goes Evergreen. It is a turn-based 8-bit RPG, and it is the most basic-ass RPG. Like, I feel like their thought process when making this game was, it's okay, it doesn't have to be good, it's just a teaser anyway. But it's like several hours long. And it's like, well, oh my god, it's the most bored I've ever been on stream playing a video game. Hey, Bad, how's it going? Oh, it's 5 a.m. for you? Damn. Just in time for me to shit on Pop Goes Arcade. Man, I hated this game. Oh, I didn't even finish it. I couldn't. This game was so boring. Like, I'm already not a huge fan of turn-based RPGs, for the most part. This was just complete shit. Like, I'm sorry, but it was so boring. And for what? A Pop Goes teaser? Like, who cares? Whatever. F tier. F for fuck this game. Okay. Anyway. Alright, let's cleanse our palate with a game I actually do quite like. This is World of Horror. World of Horror is a Junji Ito and Lovecraft inspired... Okay, but it's a teaser, can't expect much. I disagree. I can still expect it to be a decent game, even though it's a teaser. Just put some thought into, like, the gameplay. Make it interesting somehow. Don't just be like, oh, we can just make it an RPG, and then it'll be... No, shut up. Sorry. But I'm really fired up about it. Okay. World of Horror is a Junji Ito / like Lovecraft inspired RPG, kind of, but not RPG in like the JRPG turn-based video game RPG sense. It's very similar to like, it's like a tabletop RPG, kind of, where you have stats and the stats like matter. There's like checks and stuff, like skill checks. But not skill checks in the DBD sense, but like, you know what I mean? Like stat checks. You know what I mean? It's a little difficult to explain, but it's like a I think it describes itself as a 1-bit horror game. Like, it's really interesting. I haven't played much of it since the stream, but I really should play more of it because it is really cool. Does this go in A though, or should I put it in B? I'll put it in A. It's going in A. Hold on, let me move some stuff. Where's Witch's House? Where's the Witch's House one? Here it is. Let me just make that a little smaller. Put that... Oh no, now it's under something. God damn it. Well, that's fine. Magic. Where's Ebe? Wait, Ebe was like... Fuck. Man, losing everything I had prepared really, really screwed this up. Okay, now which one's FNAF? There we go. Such a mess. Okay, there we go. World of 4. World of 4 is A tier. Woo! We got a lot in A tier now. It's a crowded A tier. I'm gonna have to move some of these stuff up to S tier then. But we'll reevaluate that. We'll reevaluate that soon. Okay. Ooh, here's a fun one. So I did a stream a little while ago when I got my Steam Deck. If you don't know what the Steam Deck is, it is a portable handheld gaming device by Valve that runs SteamOS, which is a version of Linux. It's the Linux distro, and it plays Steam games through Proton, which is pretty cool. So it can't play all games. It can't even play all Steam games, but it can play a lot of them, and you know, it's a really cool device. I'm really glad I have it. I don't use it a ton right now, honestly, because I mostly play games at home, especially now that I got like a new computer. It's like I want to play games on my new computer, but when I am on the go, it's very handy. So, anywho, I played a lot of games during that stream to see how different games would play on the Steam Deck. But there was one game I played that I hadn't played before, because it's actually a tech demo for the Steam Deck. It's Aperture Desk Job. So Aperture Desk Job is, like I said, it's essentially a tech demo for the Steam Deck. It is in the Portal universe, hence the name Aperture Desk Job. And it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. Had a really interesting, had some interesting Portal lore and a pretty like funny and entertaining plot, where you're a toilet tester. You're testing the Aperture Science toilets, and then your robot boss gets an idea for a turret because where like you and him come up with the idea for a turret, and then you guys are trying to get that idea out, and then you go to jail. That's great. A lot of things happen. Got any stream ideas for your birthday, March 27th? No, but I'll have to think of some. I don't know. What's a game? What's a game you'd like to see me play? I don't know. Maybe I'll do that day. Okay. Tempted to put this in A, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I really like it. Tempted to put an A. Okay, I feel like I need to move this chat again. There's no good place to put the chat. Here, I'll put it down here. I mean, how many games are going to get F, right? Pfft, really not that many. Okay. Tempted to move some of these up to S. I'm tempted. I'll do it. I'll do it. I think I'm going to do it. Let's move some things up to S, baby. Ebe. S tier. Honey Pop 2. I've played Honey Pop 2. I've played tons of Honey Pop 2. Want me to play more Honey Pop 2? What is this? This is nothing. What? Wait, I copied it? What? Okay, neon white, S. Wait, should neon white be S? Okay, maybe neon white shouldn't be S. I'm second guessing everything. Second guessing myself. But Casey's mod is going to be S. Stanley Parable, Ebe, Casey's mod. God, I need to title these. God, I wish I didn't. Wish I lose all that stuff I had prepared. That's really messed with me. What is that? It's a mess. The game that made me discover your channel. True. As far as obsessed with Portal. He's researching lore and stuff. Portal's great. Portal 2. I love Portal 2. I'm partial to Portal 2. Portal 2 is awesome. Okay. Even Casey's mod, I feel good about those being S. I feel good about moving those up. Okay. Here's a game. Played this with Jude and Christian somewhat recently. It's Phasmophobia, the ghost hunting game. Phasmophobia is a game that I don't really find myself wanting to, like, I love playing it with Jude and Christian. Like, if they want to play Phasmophobia, I'm so down. Like, let's do it. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm never gonna play it on my own or like really desire to play it all that much. You know what I mean? So I kind of I'm feeling B for this one. I think. You love the Random Encounters musical of Phasmophobia. I have not seen that. So Phasmophobia is a co-op ghost hunting game where you go into a haunted location and you have to figure out what type of ghost the ghost is without dying to the ghost. It's a really, really cool concept. It is fun. I just don't know if I necessarily want to put it on the same tier as some of these other games that I love. I think B is a good place for it. I feel good about putting Phasmophobia in B. I think. Is Little Nightmares on the tier? Little Nightmares, no. Little Nightmares would have been on the last tier list, and I did give it an S, I believe. So, yeah. Ooh, okay. Here's a good one. Oh, okay. Resident Evil Village. I love Resident Evil Village. It is absolute. I mean, I love the new Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 remake, 3 remake, and Village. All absolute bangers. Love them. Even people didn't like 3 as much. And like, yeah, maybe 3 is not as good as 2. But I like that it's different. I like that it's not. I like the ways in which it's different from 2. But I like 2 more. Does that make sense? Like, I had just finished playing 2 on hardcore, which was like you know, I had really gone through Resident Evil 2. So it was very refreshing that Resident Evil 3 was very different. It was very like, it was more like action oriented and fast paced, which I actually really liked about it. But a lot of people didn't. Anyway, this isn't about Resident Evil 3. This is about Resident Evil Village. 4 is the best. I haven't played 4. I'm waiting for the remake. Very excited for the remake to come out next month. I will definitely be playing that when it comes out. And then it will be on next year's tier list, probably at S tier. I bet. Just like this game will be. Love Resident Evil Village. Love Resident Evil in general. Incredible game. Love it. S tier. Easy. It's just got such, I don't know. It's not as scary as Resident Evil 7. Well, I say that, but that's got the Beneviento house. The Beneviento house is so cool. Oh, it's got such great characters. It's got like that campy Resident Evil charm that was kind of missing from 7. Even though 7's great. But man, love Resident Evil Village. Love it. Love it. I am going to do a little something here. Seven was better and had a way better story. I think 7, for the most part, ooh. Did 7 have a better story? I don't know if I agree. I think 7 was a better horror game. Like, it was scarier. I don't know if I would agree that it had a better story, though. I don't know about that one. I quite liked the story of Village. Yeah, super fun game. Loved it. Loved the DLC stuff too. The DLC was better than 7, for sure. What app are you using to make the tier? This is a free, like, it's a Photoshop knockoff called Photopia. So that's what it is. I like this more than using Tier Maker. It just looks better, I think. I like having the logos and everything arranged like this rather than just having the squares. But yeah, that's my preference. But yeah, I mean, what else to say about Resident Evil Village? Love it. Love everything. Pretty much everything. Maybe I didn't love the part where you play as Chris as much. But everything else, loved it. Okay. Okay. This will be an interesting one to talk about, I think. Bendy and the Dark Revival. Okay. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I really do not like Bendy and the Ink Machine. I understood its appeal. It came out already? What came out already? Oh, Benny and the Dark Revival? Yeah, it came out like late last year. There was like a trailer for it that suddenly came out in like late September, and I think the game came out a couple weeks later. In like October or something like that. But yeah, the game is out. I did not like Bendy and the Ink Machine. This one was a lot better though. It had a bit of a better look. It had better gameplay. It had better story. In my opinion. However, it didn't quite hit. I don't know. It wasn't. There were some things I really liked about it. For example, the Ink Demon mechanic. I've said this 1,000 times during the Bendy and the Dark Revival streams. I love that you have to continue to look out for hiding spots in case the Ink Demon comes and you can run to a hiding spot. I love that. First bending, only the first 3 chapters are good. No. Sorry, but I don't agree. I don't think any of it is good. Especially that the 3rd chapter was like notoriously bad for just being a bunch of fetch quests and not much else. People were impressed when the 1st chapter came out. I feel like it was mostly just the style. The gameplay was, again, just a fetch quest. Hey, go find these items. That's all it was. I don't know. I never liked Bendy and the Ink Machine very much. The lower and later chapters were stolen from fan making theories. I don't know. I don't know if I minded that much, but Bendy the Dark Revival was much improved in basically every way, but still not amazing. Again, there were some things I liked about it. There were some interesting ideas. I liked that it did stealth better. It had like stealth takedowns and stuff, which is kind of cool. It could have been implemented better. Again, it's one of those things where it's like it's a lot better in this way, but it didn't quite hit the mark. I want to give this a C, I think. I feel like this game deserves a C. That's what I'm feeling. A much better effort, but still not enough that I would like recommend it, you know? Okay. What happened behind the scenes? I don't know all the details. Maybe Beta could fill us in, but I don't know. There were layoffs or something. I don't really know that much about it. Anyway. Oh boy, this game. Resident Evil Reverse. Resident Evil Reverse is... I know I just said I was very impressed with modern Resident Evil games. But this one's a little bit different. This is not a story-driven game. This is a multiplayer game. Where you pick a human to play as. Right, you start as a human, you pick someone from the Resident Evil series to play as, and it's a third-person shooter. A free-for-all, like competitive shooter. And then when you die, depending on how many things you... depending on how many of this item you picked up, you turn into a monster from Resident Evil, and depending on how many things you picked up, that will be a more powerful monster. So you can be anything from a fat molded from Resident Evil 7, or... like all the way up to Nemesis from RE3. You can be Jack as well from RE7. You can be those weird sewer creatures from RE3. I forget what else. But yeah. Honestly, I had fun playing it for however long I played it, couple hours or whatever. I even bought a skin. I bought the Jill skin, which is where her RE5 appearance, mainly because it was really sexy. That's why, you know what, that's all it takes for me. So I mean, I enjoyed the game while I played it, but then I got bored and I haven't played it since. There's just not very much meat to it. It was kind of fun to goof around with for a short time, but then it just really... there's just really not much to sink into with it. I don't know where to put this one. It's either C or D. What was the plot for Bendy the Dark Revival? There's this guy named Wilson, and you're an animator whose name I forget, and you get taken to his ink world, where he is in charge, and there's an ink demon. that you have to kill, and that's it. I don't know. Do I go into spoilers? Like, I don't know. The voice acting for the Ink Demon was pretty great, though. Gotta say. Oh man, Reverse was fuck. I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna be kind and give it a C. I don't feel like it's bad enough to put in D. Maybe it is though. Maybe it deserves it. Maybe it does deserve it. I'll think on that one. We're gonna move on for now though. Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna be a controversial one. I'm gonna get shit from my friends for this one. Persona 5 Royal. So, Persona 5 Royal is both Jude and Christian's like one of their favorite games. I don't know if it's their favorite game, but it's definitely up there for both of them, at least. Like, I think definitely top 3 for both of them. I would think. And it is a JRPG, which I am, known for not liking all that much. And while this game, I would say, is better than most, B or A? Ooh, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing, right? So the first time I played this, give some backstory. First time I played this, I played it on stream for a bit. I hadn't really gotten to where the game opens up yet. Because you reach a point where you've gotten through enough dialogue and cutscenes and story stuff where I don't know how much I want to go into how the game works, but anyway, there's a point when the game opens up and you get to start making a lot more decisions about how to spend your time, and how you want to approach the palace and everything. And when that happened, the game got a lot better. But then I beat the first palace, and I haven't gone back to it since. And this was like in December, a couple months ago. And I think the problem for me is that is the combat. Because that's kind of the core of any JRPG, right? That's the main gameplay of the game, is the combat. And while at first I found the combat to be really interesting, I started to feel like it was getting a little bit stale. Because the more I played, the more I realized that although the combat appears to be more complicated, it's really not that much different from Pokemon. At the end of the day, what you're doing is you are using whatever the opponent is weak to. And that's how you win. There may be a lot of options, but the answer is obvious. And that is something that has frustrated me about JRPGs in general for a while, is like, I feel like you'd think, right? You have all these numbers, you have this turn-based combat, you'd think it would be very strategic. You'd think it would require a lot of thought. But most JRPGs don't. Because, I really like card games, specifically Magic the Gathering. I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan. And I was wondering, like, well, if that has turn-based combat, then what's different about that versus, like, turn-based RPGs? And I think a big reason for it is that card games like Magic have so many more possibilities Like, there are, it gets to your turn and there's not always an obvious answer. There's a lot of different things you can do, a lot of different valid strategies. And that's just not the case in most JRPGs. Most of the time, it's just you have to hope that you've grinded enough, that your numbers are big enough compared to their numbers, that when you do the one thing you can and should do, that you win. And anyway, I'm going on a tangent about JRPGs and turn-based combat in general. If you wanted an example of a turn-based, actually a JRPG that I do really like the combat of, Fossil Fighters and Fossil Fighters Champions in particular, I think have more interesting, more complex combat. Those games are great. I love them. They're both DS games. Don't play the third one. Don't play Fossil Fighters Frontier on the 3DS. That one's poo-poo. Omori? I haven't played Omori. I have not played Omori. Maybe I should. Undertale also. Undertale is technically an RPG. That's turn-based, I guess. But Undertale's good. Yeah. I have not played Deltarune, so I don't know about that one. But yeah, I mean, this game has a lot of style. The story is fine so far. The main appeal of Persona, I think, is the style, though. Its look and the characters, and just the overall vibe. The music is great. But for me, the gameplay just isn't there. I would feel awfully mean putting this in D tier, though. I don't think it deserves as low as D tier. I think that would be a little rude. Maybe I should be rude. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna put in C tier. C tier is getting a little crowded. I think I'm too afraid to put things in D tier. Maybe I should move some of these things down to D tier. I should probably move some things down to D tier, actually. Now that I'm looking at this. Because I'm seeing some games where I'm like, it was good, but not good enough. And then I'm seeing some games where I'm like, I didn't like this game very much. But there's this Deltarune gameplay. Fuck. Can it be a Mori gameplay instead? I don't want to play Deltarune. I haven't finished Undertale. I never beat Sans. Do you want your birthday gift to be a trying to beat Sans stream? Alright, reverse. Whoa. Gonna move you down. Ooh. Nope, you want Deltarune? Well then. I want to see you struggle with Sans on that special day. Okay. Okay. I feel like I should move more down to D tier. I'm fine with this for now. I'm fine with this. What's next? Ooh, okay. This will be a fun one to rank. Project Playtime. The asymmetrical multiplayer Poppy Playtime game. Ugh. You know, I actually really liked it the first time I played it. and then I revisited it I revisited it recently, and it reminded me of all the things I didn't like about the game. It's not polished enough. Hopefully they get there. One thing that really bothers me is how silent the killer is. Like, I don't know, you'll just be getting hit. And it's like, what's going on? Oh, the monster's right next to me. Like, how did I not? I don't know. Like, it's not like Dead by Daylight. There's no terror radius or anything. So it's just like, I feel like they need to add a terror radius or something like that. Because right now it's just kind of awkward. I don't know. That being said, I mean, there are some things I really like about it. I do like the mini games rather than the generators. Like, okay, it's clearly very similar to Dead by Daylight, so I'm going to compare it to Dead by Daylight a lot. I like that when you're doing the survivor objective, rather than just holding down left click on a generator, you are completing these little mini games. That's pretty cool and fun. I'm kind of indifferent to the Whack-A-Wuggy minigame you play when you're downed and thrown in the hole. I have mixed feelings about that one. The looping gameplay is not as strong, I don't think. Although it is there. It's not terrible. I don't know. There are things I really like about it, but I don't know. I think polish is the main issue with it right now. It's just not polished enough. I think they could improve some things on it. It would be a lot better. Make some small differences and it would be a lot better. D. Well, like D's nuts. I'm gonna put. I was thinking like B or C. Honestly, D. What about like B? Something. How are you feeling about B? I feel good about B. I like B. I'm putting in B for now. Okay, man. I've been talking a lot. I need some water. My throat's getting dry. Yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours already. That's crazy. Okay. Now here's the game. The game that IGN gave a 4 out of 10. What just happened? Okay. What? Choo Choo Charles. Not a Poppy person. I like Poppy. I think Poppy's underrated, honestly. Choo Choo Charles. Choo Choo Charles is a open world horror game that takes place on an island where you move around in a train and try to survive against a evil spider train named Charles. You also have to survive against his cult followers who have guns. And also other random things, like a weird sea creature and a ghost sometimes. I thought this game was a ton of fun, honestly. It was made by one dude. Well, yeah, I mean, even if, like, I don't know, I thought it was really good. You have a Huggy Wuggy plush and a Mommy Longlegs plush. Huge fan, but you love cheap video game knockoff merch. Yeah. Man, Choo Choo Charles though. What do I say about Choo Choo Charles? It was a lot of fun. I really like the core gameplay of traveling around in the train. You've got the gun on the train that you shoot things with. You don't have a gun on your person. You can only use the train. You move around on the train. You shoot the killer train. It's great. Some of the quests are kind of boring. Like, hey, go into that shed and get that scrap. Okay, you did it. Like, I don't know. It could have been a little more fleshed out, more interesting side quests, but Other than that, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm also thinking maybe B, maybe even A. Maybe even A? I'll put it in B for now. I feel more comfortable with B at the moment. I'll put it in B, and we'll see how we feel. Okay. Okay, so by the way, we got an S tier. We're about to throw another S tier on the board here. Basically, the best game ever made, I think, is this game. It's called Morphine. I played this during my last 3 random games stream. And it's probably like if there was an S plus tier, it would go there, I think. But unfortunately, there's not an S plus tier. So where are we actually gonna put it? So okay, obviously I'm joking. Okay, Morphine is a indie horror game. I don't even know it. There's like a killer rabbit, and oh, the camping part was so stupid. It's got this weird story where there's like bullying in high school. I don't remember. Is the protagonist the one that bullies or the one that gets bullied? I don't even remember. It was like this was like a okay. This game is a so bad it's good kind of situation. It was incredibly ridiculous. Can't even find anything about it. Yeah, the reason I decided to play this game was that I started watching someone else play it, and they got to the part where there is a train, a little model train with human legs. Sorry, not a train, a plane. Yeah, like a little model plane with human legs running on the countertop back and forth. It's completely random, doesn't make any sense. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, gotta play it for myself. Gotta experience this masterpiece for myself. Where do I even put this? I mean, S tier, obviously. It goes in S tier. Oh, got as much to a history project. Oh, that sucks. History is the worst subject. That's not true. English is the worst subject. Yeah, I think an S tier. S tier seems good. No, I'm just kidding. Where do I put this? I mean, probably D, right? It's gotta be D tier. I don't have the heart. Math? I'm a math guy. I like math. I don't have the heart to put it in F tier. I need to show it some mercy and put it in D tier. It's D tier. Okay, can we all agree? Good. Ooh, this game. Why does that beeping keep happening? What's that beeping about? Very strange. That makes me worry slightly. You know what? Not gonna worry about it. You hate math more than anything. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So this game is called How Fish is Made. It is a very weird game that's like sort of retro 3D graphic style. You play as a fish and you go through this, I don't know, factory or something, this weird world that you're in where there's other talking fish and other creatures, and it's very weird and it's very short, and it was a good time, honestly. I don't even know, do I give it an A? It's like, I mean, it was thoroughly entertaining, I'll give it that. A tier. Screw it. A tier, I say. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. Can I just have the logo? Okay, I guess this is the best we're doing. Ooh, that doesn't look right. Okay. Oblitus Casa is the follow-up to Five Nights at Treasure Island, which is the Disney-themed FNAF fan game. I actually enjoyed Five Nights at Treasure Island, the original, or not the original, but like the remake, the newest version of the original. It was fun, more fun than I expected. This one had some cool ideas, but I think was ultimately ruined by the maze sections. I just got really frustrated with the maze sections. I don't know. The same thing happened with the Mirror Layers remake, where it's like the core game is really good, but then they threw in these like interstitial moments that are just really not fun and really lame. But like the core FNAF-esque gameplay seemed pretty solid, although I didn't get very far in it. I think I maybe got to night 2, maybe 3, I don't remember. But there's these weird in-between sections that are not fun. Although Five Nights at Treasure Island also had between sections, but those were more fun than these ones. Just had Prime for the first time. Is it the Logan Paul energy drink? Is that what that is? 2 out of 10? Alright. You heard it here first. By the way, I've got some good soda reviews coming. I just got 6 flavors of a new soda brand that I've never heard of in the mail. And there's an interesting one. I'm not going to say what the brand is, but I will say that there are 2 separate flavors called Cherry Soda and Cherry Cola. So I'm very interested to see what the difference is in taste between those 2. But anyway, Oblitus Casa is not as good as Five Nights at Treasure Island. Not a game I would recommend or plan on going back to. I'm gonna give it a D, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a D. Feels weird to put it underneath. Well, no. No, I feel good about this, actually. I feel good about this. Okay, this game. I feel like I say that before every game. Oh, this game. Alice Madness Returns. So Alice Madness Returns is a 3D platformer that is a dark take on Alice in Wonderland. It's actually the second in the series. I have not played the first one. And I really like that about it, that it's a dark take on Alice in Wonderland. It's a 3D platformer. I really like the overall vibe and concept of the game. The story was good. Pretty good as well, gotta say. Honestly, for the most part, it was very good. But there are 2 things about it that really bother me about this game. The first one is the PC port specific issues. So, the Steam version, other versions of the game have the original game bundled in with it. This one didn't. But also the PC port has some issues where there are buttons that are clearly meant to be clicked with a mouse and don't tell you which button to hit to go to that menu on a controller. because so I was playing with a controller on a PC, right? And there usually was a button that let me go to that menu, but it didn't tell me. I had to just hit buttons and figure it out on my own, because you're clearly meant to click it with a mouse. So that was really annoying. But also, something that I find really egregious is that this is a PC port, a PC version of a game that was locked to 30 FPS. That was, yeah. Do you not like MNK? What is MNK? What is MNK? What you talking about? So yeah, the PC port was, PC port had issues. But even, okay, let's say you don't play the PC port, whatever, despite those technical issues. Other than that, it would be a really good game, except mouse and keyboard, well, I do, but not for a 3D platformer. For certain games, I want to play with a controller. Like third-person platformers, like Alice Madness Returns. That's a controller game. That's not a game I would want to play with the mouse and keyboard. So another big issue I had with it is, like many games. Well, let me drink some. Like many games, Alice Madness Returns has a lock-on mechanic. So think like, Dark Souls, or really most other modern 3D melee combat games. You hit a button and it will lock onto an enemy, so the camera will stay on the enemy, your character will stay facing that enemy, right? Very normal thing to have in a game. And you can even switch which enemy you're locked onto using the right stick. The only problem is that doesn't work very well. Sometimes you want to lock onto an enemy, you want to switch to that enemy, but it just won't. And the only reason I could tell why this might be the case is I think if an enemy was off screen, you couldn't lock onto it, which is very strange. So I would be getting shot at by like an enemy that's kind of behind me and like up high, and I want to lock onto that one, but I'm locked onto this other enemy and it won't let me lock on to the other enemy. And I'm just like, what a dumb limitation. Why would you limit to only enemies that are on screen? It sounds like a small thing, but it really ruined the combat. Like, combat sections were not fun because of this issue. Like, I swear to God, it really ruined the experience. It's like, I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like playing a game and then every so often your controls are inverted randomly and then go back to normal. It's like it's one issue, but it's a very big annoying issue, And those two things combined are what caused me to give it a negative review on Steam. It could have been a great game if it wasn't for these really random technical issues that are just stupid and could have easily been avoided. I don't even know what to say about it. But that being said, there's a lot to love about this game. Love the character design, love the world building, love the story. The platforming was mostly quite fun. The story was good. I enjoyed the story a lot. So there you go. But man, and the rest of the combat was interesting. There was like dodging and blocking and shit, and it was like kind of cool. If you were just fighting one enemy, it was kind of fun. But the moment you had to switch which enemy you were locking on, it was nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I don't even know. I'm gonna give it a C. I think is where I'm gonna put it. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right for me. That feels right. I'm putting C. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm excited about this one. This is a game that really pleasantly surprised me. I have played Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I played it with my roommates in college. It was actually really fun. We like took turns with the controller. It was a good time. So that was back in like 2017, 2018, whatever. And I had played a bit of Machine for Pigs. I watched some people play Amnesia Rebirth. But I hadn't really seen much of Soma, and I had always heard that it was really good. And I don't know, I guess I just didn't believe that it could be that good. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. It really succeeded my expectations, though. Holy shit, is Soma so good. Soma is, for the most part, a pretty standard sort of first-person run away and hide from monsters horror game. But the story is fucking so good. It's got so many good moments and good characters and good world building and dialogue. It's, oh my, and the ending's great. It was just added to Game Pass. That's awesome. I would highly recommend it. It fucking rules. I was so impressed. Was so impressed with it. Absolutely love it. I believe I said on the last stream that if someone asked me for recommendations for horror games, I would say Little Nightmares, Resident Evil 7, and Soma. That's what I would say. It's one of the like best horror games I've ever played. And maybe the best story in a horror game I've played. So fucking good. Absolutely loved it. So that's an S tier. Faux show. I regret saying faux show immediately. Okay. And now we're gonna move on to this game. This game. This is a little game you might have heard of. Called Civilization 6. I don't even know where to put it behind the chat. I played this for like an hour. In the stream where I was trying out games on my new PC because someone requested that I play it. And I had played Civ 5 quite a bit in the past. I really like Civ 5. And it's not like Civ 6 is worse or that it's bad or anything. It just wasn't really a good stream game. Civ is a very slow game. It's not the most fun to watch or to stream. And I don't know, I guess considering I kind of gotten bored of Civ 5 by the time I started playing Civ 6, I was kind of like, eh. It just didn't grab me as much because of that, I think. So it's not that I think it's a bad game, it's just because I had played so much Civ 5 and because I streamed it, it caused me to enjoy it less. So I mean, I don't want to give it like a low ranking because of that, but I also feel weird putting it up with games that other games I really like. Also one thing I should have mentioned about this tier list, I don't do the thing where I arrange the games within the tier. I didn't put Dead by Daylight all the way to the left of A because I think it's top A or whatever. I didn't. They are in no particular order within the tier. Just wanted to say that because some people do it where they're like they arrange them in the order that they like them. They rank them within the tiers. I don't do that. Okay. Yeah, Civ 6. You know what? I'm actually gonna grab, for the sake of space. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. What is? Oh god. Oh, that looks terrible. That looks awful. Hold on. What about this? Is this better? not pasting. There we go. This will just help with spacing. I'd feel comfortable putting this in C, I think. I don't want to put it in B, and I don't want to put it in D. I think C's is where it's going to have to go. Okay, we were just talking about Portal earlier. Funny you should mention. Because we're talking about a Portal game now. Now that I have an RTX capable graphics card, we experienced some RTX in with Portal with RTX. It's Portal, but with RTX. It was really cool. It was a really cool tech demo of RTX in a really good game, which is Portal. I'm more of a Portal 2 guy personally. But Portal 1 is still very good, and I had a good time revisiting it with this RTX version. I think I'll give it an A. Why the hell not? Tier list looking good? Thanks. Got to bump up MK11 now? Nah, I'm not bumping up MK11. Not doing. Okay, we are down to the last 2 games. These are both games that I finished very recently. You think Project Playtime is better than Poppy Playtime? No. I disagree. But they're on the same tier. Honey Pop? Did I play Honey Pop in the past year? I mean, technically I played it during the Steam Deck stream, but I'm not including all of the games that if I also played a game last year, then I wouldn't include it on this list. I did include Dead by Daylight because that's an ongoing live service game that can change over time. So I feel like it makes sense that I could rank it every year that I play it. You should do ranking all games you've ever played. That would take like personally or just on stream. If it was every game I've ever played, I could never. That would take forever. And also, I don't even know how I would figure out every game I've ever played. That would be, I'd have to I don't even know. Oh, on stream. Well, that would still be too much, and it would get longer every year. No, this is only the past year. It's only the past year. Okay, let's talk about SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. So this is the newest SpongeBob 3D platformer. Every game that you have on GOG and Steam. I have like hundreds of Steam games that I haven't played. So this is the newest 3D platformer from Purple Lamp, the same people who did the remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom. So little history, little SpongeBob platformer history for me. I played some of them, including Battle for Bikini Bottom, mostly Battle for Bikini Bottom, and the movie game when I was a kid. And then I revisited them when the remake for Battle for Bikini Bottom was announced. I started speedrunning the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. So there's actually some speedruns of it on my channel. And that was fun. Although I didn't do that for very long. But yeah, I mean, I played the remake too, and I was very excited for this to come out. And it was... Are all of the RE games on here? No? Wait, what do you mean here? What is here? I only played Village this past year, and Reverse. And Half-Life I only played Black Mesa, which is coming up next. That'll be the next game that we rank. So Cosmic Shake was this is Purple Lamp's first like original SpongeBob game. And hopefully there will be more because Rehydrated had its faults for sure, but I still enjoyed playing it. And Cosmic Shake was improved in a lot of ways. It was a lot more polished. The controls felt a lot better. The swinging was better. The I don't know. The combat was better. It was I really enjoyed it. I don't prefer the linear levels of Cosmic Shake to Battle for Bikini Bottom's more open levels. I still think like the original Battle for Bikini Bottom is a better game than Cosmic Shake, but I do think that Purple Lamp has improved in many ways from the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake to Cosmic Shake. And I really enjoyed it. I think IGN gave this game a 5 out of 10. I haven't watched the review, but yeah, where's Black Mesa? I haven't gotten to it yet. Shut up. Chris, when they played more than 2 RE games this year? I don't think so, man. RE2, RE3, and RE7 were all on the last tier list. So no, I haven't played 4 yet because I'm waiting for the remake. Yeah. Black Mesa is my first Half-Life game. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a remake of the first one, right? So why not? There was someone in chat being like, you shouldn't play Black Mesa. You should play Half-Life first, and then Half-Life 2, and then Black Mesa. And I'm like, why? Shut up. Who cares? Anyway, I really enjoyed Cosmic Shake. Do I give it an A tier, though? Yes, I do. I give it an A tier. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The answer is yes to that one. Well, okay, well now we're out of space again, so that's fun. Also, I haven't been naming my layers properly. Oh god. This is a nightmare. Dishonored 2 voice for the Outsiders sucks. Thank you. Agreed. The voice in the first one was so much better. He's too high-pitched. He sounds like an edgy, like, teen. Or something. Like an emo teen. In Dishonored 2, he's actually voiced by the same guy who voiced played its live action, the Penguin, in the Gotham TV show. First voice was an omnipresent, experienced, all-malicious being. Now he's a teenager. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. Okay, yeah, Cosmic Shake is A tier. Okay, now for the last game. Well, that's very big. That's what she said. Black Mesa. Black Mesa is a remake of Half-Life. It is a fan remake that took 16 years to make and is like officially endorsed by the original creators. Now essentially playing Half-Life years later, for the first time, like way after the game first came out, right? It's not like the game was revolutionary. Like, obviously the game was revolutionary when it came out. But for me, experiencing it for the first time, like years later, I didn't really get that experience. Like, I'm playing it from the modern perspective, you know what I mean? That being said, it was still a very solid game. Very, very good. Very good shooter. The only complaint I really had about it was that I think it dragged on a little bit too at some parts. I was kind of bored at some points. Like, I would get through a room of shooting dudes, and then, oh, more shooting dudes, and then, oh, more shooting dudes. Like, the game did a lot of really cool, interesting, unique things, but there were also parts where I felt like I was doing the same thing for so much time. It kind of dragged on a bit. Adam says A tier, which is interesting. Interesting that you'd say that. Interesting. It's interesting. Not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted to put it in B, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can put it in B. I think I gotta put it in A. Do I have to put it in A? Do I, though? Oh, there were some parts I really liked. There's that part where you're like on that cube thing, and you're in that room, and like all the robot arms come out, and you gotta like do parkour around it. That was a cool part. I don't even know if I'm describing that like it makes sense, but I mean the ending was wild. I did not expect the ending. I don't even know what to make of the ending. It made me a lot more interested in playing Half-Life 2 though, to see what the hell's going on. The part where you're on the alien planet really elevated it for me. The way they did Zen, exactly, yeah. Really, really cool. Really interesting part of the game. Definitely better than the rest of the game when you're on the human planet. Earth, as I've heard some people call it. I prefer to call it the human planet. Look at Zen for the OG game. Oh, I've heard that it's quite different, not as cool. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. If I can find what layer it's on. Might take a while. Give me a second. There it is. I'm gonna move How Fish is Made to B. God damn it. What the f... Okay, here it is. And I'm gonna put Black Mesa in A. I feel comfortable putting it in A, I think. The thing about Dishonored 2, the dark vision from Emily is just inferior. It doesn't last as long, and it pulses. Oh. I don't remember that detail. Okay, how are we feeling about this tier list? How are we feeling? S tier, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, Eve Remake, Inscription Cases Mod, Resident Evil Village, and Soma. In A tier, we got Dead by Daylight, The Witch's House MV, Neon White, Five Nights at Freddy's, Aperture Desk Job, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake, World of Horror, Black Mesa, Portal RTX. B tier, Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, Firewatch, Ender Lilies, Doom 2016, God Eater 3, Phasmophobia, Choo Choo Charles, Project Playtime, How Fish is Made. C tier, Mortal Kombat 11, Frostpunk, Mafia, Valhalla, Persona 5 Royal, Raft, Bendy and the Dark Revival, Alice Madness Returns, and Civilization 6. Okay. D tier, Borrowed Trauma, Resident Evil Reverse, Morphine, and Oblitus Casa, And F, Pop Goes Arcade. I would say that C tier could even be 2 tiers. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a... I don't know. Maybe it's just because I feel like Alice Madness Returns is so close to B tier. Maybe it even should have been B tier. No, I can't though. I gotta put it in C tier. It's too broken. It's too broken for B tier. No, this is good. I like this list. I think this is good. I think I did a good job. Okay. Well, there you go. There is every game I played on stream in the past year, except for most games that were repeats from last year. There it is. Next year, I'll do this again. And I wonder how many we'll rank. So last year, we ranked 86 games. This year, we ranked 37. I wonder how many games we're gonna play in the next year. I have a game that I'm gonna play tomorrow. A game I have planned anyway. I don't know that I'm going to. Holy shit, 86. Yeah, it took almost 5 hours. Yeah, that was a good time. So yeah, we're starting off with the game tomorrow. I think that'll take about 5 to 6 hours to complete, and boom, we'll have one under our belt already. We're gonna do one game every day. We're gonna rank 365 games next year. No, I'm not gonna do that. Just kidding. Okay, I do want to play more games though. For a while this year, the reason why there's so many less games is because I mainly, I spent less time playing games in general. Watched a lot of YouTube in my spare time, and also a lot of it was Dead by Daylight. Got really sucked into Dead by Daylight and played it a lot. So I didn't play as many other games, but I want to get back into playing through more games, experiencing more story games. You know, plow through my backlog, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been 2 years since I started streaming regularly on YouTube. Started with Little Nightmares 2. Still one of my favorite games that I've played on stream. Was S tier last year. Yeah, there aren't as many games in S tier as there were last year. I believe last year there was Little Nightmares 2, Honey Pop 2, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, Inscription. I think that was it, 7 games. Yeah. This time we got 5. I also think there were 3 games in F tier, and that was only 1. I don't know, maybe I'm being too mean to Reverse and Oblitus Casa, but nah, I feel good about this. Okay. Anywho. Thanks for enjoying the stream, if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, well, thanks for not enjoying it. So you did Pop Goes Dirty? Nah, man. That game was boring. Boring video game. Hold on, where is... You just center it a bit more. Really, make sure it's deep in F tier. Don't want anyone to think that it's even close to D tier. Man, that was a stream. That was a terrible stream. That game. Didn't even finish it. I did it all for nothing. Man. Okay, well that's that. Yeah, it's almost my bedtime, so I'm gonna get grounded if I don't end stream soon. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.